Thank you. Hello everybody, my name is Poom, and first of all, I would like to say that it's my honor to be standing here giving you my presentation, which 5 to 10 minutes from now on, you're going to be told about the top 5 English learning websites that I have ranked by my favorite, and I have been using it for years. So let's get started with number 5. Word on the street. In the website of British Council, there are a lot of programs as you see on the bar. This program used to focus on the English in everyday use. So on the right hand side here, on the right hand side there are a lot of episodes of this program. So in this example, I will choose one. In each episode, you will see there are around 5 to 6 films on each episode, and you learn English through the video that the host show you. For example, it will be the video about the Notting Hill Carnival, which is one of the favorite or one of the famous carnival in London. And I will choose the scene one. And here, you will learn English through the video, and you will see what they will do in carnival. And if you are the big learner that worry about you can't catch every word they say, so don't worry, because there are transcripts underneath the video. And after you finish the first part, the second part will talk about the focus. Talk about the language that it has been used from the previous video. Okay, let's move to the number 4 in my favorite website. BBC Learning English. Again, BBC Learning English offers you a lot of programs on the website, but to me, I will point to my favorite one again. It's called The English We Speak, and after you land on the page, you will see a lot of episodes down here. In each episode, they will show you idioms or expression that is commonly used. In example, I will choose this one, the idiom "take it with a pinch of salt." In the episode, you will listen to the podcast. What the podcast is an audio file that you can download or listen through the website, maybe by online streaming, and that way. And again, if you worry about your listening skill, don't worry at all, because there are transcripts down here. And you can download this podcast through your mobile phone and listen anytime you like. Go to the number 3. I think many people here, I think you have seen him before. I have Adam. Yes, of course. He is an American, but he can speak Thai very well. He can also speak Isan very well, if you can see. Yes, really? Yes. Adam Bradshaw. I think, in my opinion, if we have an English teacher who is a native speaker and speaks Thai very well, when they're teaching about word or expression that about feeling or emotion, you can match the right word that have on the English and Thai language. They can find a word that have the same meaning and teach that clearly and reliably. For example, one of the videos that I want to show you is here, how to say "Rangjai" in English, which basically there is no this word in English, but he comes up with a list of words that you can use that have meaning close to the word Rangjai. And he also advise you which one is more commonly used. So in this example, you can see to be considerate or to feel obligated or to feel bad. But in the example, the commonly used is to feel bad. Like for example, you can say, I feel bad to borrow to you, or I feel bad to borrow you money. Let's move to the number 2. Number 2 of today is the Luke English podcast. Luke Thompson, he is a teacher from London. He has been teaching English for 13 years. And this website has been started since 2009. It has been running for 5 years and still going strong. There are many podcasts on the internet, and while I present you this podcast, so what makes this podcast different from the others? First, it's good for practice British English. I have been tried a lot of podcasts on the internet, and most of them seem to be American. They have American English. I like American English so, but it's quite a rare thing to see or to find British English on the podcast. And to me, it helped me a lot in terms of mimicking or get used to British English. And the second one, Luke Thompson, who speaks in the podcast, he speaks nature English, which I have tried some of the podcasts. Some podcasts speak quite very slow or something else, which I find it quite boring sometimes. And the topics of each episode is quite very interesting, dynamic, and on trend. As you can see, I will show you some example of the episode. Here we have the episode about what London say. What do they mean? They can mean different from other people around the world, or understand the culture of here. And one of my favorite episodes is they talk about the Steve Jobs, which is a speech on the Stanford University, and I have learned a lot of things from this episode. And if you like his work, you can donate to him. You can give him a donation to support the production costs. And for you, if you're watching this my presentation, I love your works a lot. Thank you for your hard working and your dedication. For more information, this podcast has won 3 straight times of the award by Macmillan Dictionary in the term of the best blog in the last 3 years. And furthermore, did you know that there are around 1.5 million downloads that this podcast has downloaded from all around the world by the listeners from all around the world in the last 9 months. And also in Thailand, also, if you can see here, 100 of people in Thailand also still listen to this podcast. Let's get to the number 1. We have switched to the number 1 right now. The English. Have you ever tried this website before? No. Try it. You will love it. Since you land on the page, you can see the video right here immediately. This website has more than 700 video lessons and covering in many topics, right? As you can see from here, maybe grammar, TOEFL, IELTS pronunciation, and they also have a lovely teacher right here. For example, if I choose one topic for the grammar, so there will be a lot of lessons here. about the grammar that you can learn from. This one is about the grammar, about how to use wish. You can study more here. And again, if you feel worried about your listening skill, you can turn on the subtitle by click the button as you can see below, and then the subtitle will be land on at the bottom of the video, and every single word is written on there. After you have finished listening or watching this video, you can test your understanding by trying to do some quizzes. There are around 10 questions on each episode or in each lesson. So this is the end of my presentation. Has anyone have any question? Yes?
Which one would you like the best? Or why?
All of this, I like English a lot in terms of I can see the grammar, but in my personal thing, I like Luke's English podcast a lot because I love British English. Yes?
And which teacher do you like the most?
Oh, it's gonna be Rosie. I love all of them because they contribute me a lot of knowledge. Thank you for you all, teacher. Again, can I remind you again before I leave that English is not only just knocking in front of your door, but it has come into your home already. It's on your computer, it's on your Apple device, waiting you all to learn them. And what we are waiting for, let's get started, shall we? Thank you.